Justin Gaethje once declared, "I am the most exciting fighter that has ever stepped in the octagon." It's a bold statement, but for anyone who's watched him compete, it's impossible to argue. Gaethje's confidence isn't just bravado, it's a reflection of the chaos and electricity he brings every time he steps into the cage. For Gaethje, this isn't arrogance. It's a fact he proves every time he fights. He's built a reputation as the man who guarantees action, and fans know that when his name is on the card, they're in for a wild ride. When the cage doors close, fans know they're about to witness chaos, heart, and pure adrenaline. The energy in the arena shifts, anticipation crackles in the air, and everyone braces for the storm that's about to unfold. Gaethje's reputation was earned through a relentless all-action style that leaves no room for dull moments. He doesn't just fight, he charges forward, forcing his opponents into a firefight, refusing to take a step back. He's called the highlight because every fight is a highlight reel. Knockouts, wild scrambles, and dramatic finishes are just part of the package when Gaethje is in the octagon. He absorbs punishment, marches forward, and returns fire with even more ferocity. His willingness to take risks, to stand and trade, is what sets him apart from the rest. In 14 UFC fights, he's earned 14 performance bonuses, a record unmatched in the sport. Every time he steps into the cage, he delivers a show that leaves fans and critics in awe. Gaethje doesn't just fight to win, he fights to entertain and create unforgettable moments. He's driven by the roar of the crowd and the desire to give fans something to remember. As UFC 324 approaches, his name is on everyone's lips, not just for a fight, but for a Gaethje experience. He's the fighter people buy tickets to see, the one who guarantees fireworks. He's the human embodiment of organized chaos, executed with skill and a warrior's spirit. Every exchange, every moment in the cage, is a testament to his heart and his craft. His claim isn't just a soundbite, it's the truth for fans, fighters, and the history books. Gaethje's legacy is already cemented as one of the most electrifying athletes in MMA. Gaethje is the standard bearer for excitement in MMA. He's the benchmark by which all action fighters are measured, and he continues to raise the bar with every performance. He's the fighter you simply can't look away from. When Justin Gaethje steps into the octagon, you know you're about to witness something unforgettable. To truly understand the legend of Justin Gaethje, you have to go back to his unforgettable UFC debut in 2017. It was a night that would instantly etch his name into MMA history and set the stage for everything that followed. Gaethje was matched up against Michael Johnson, a dangerous and experienced veteran known for his speed and knockout power. Early in the fight, Johnson landed heavy shots, rocking Gaethje and nearly finishing him in the very first round. But instead of backing down, Gaethje did the unthinkable. He smiled through the pain, bit down on his mouthpiece, and marched forward, refusing to give an inch. His fearless approach electrified the crowd and stunned his opponent. He absorbed a barrage of punches, but his relentless pressure and refusal to quit began to wear Johnson down. Every time Johnson landed, Gaethje answered back with even more aggression. The crowd erupted, sensing they were witnessing something special. Gaethje's toughness, heart, and willingness to walk through fire became undeniable in that moment. By the second round, the momentum had shifted. Gaethje's punishing leg kicks and thudding body shots started to take their toll, slowing Johnson down and sapping his energy. Then, in a wild exchange, Gaethje unleashed a brutal flurry of strikes that forced the referee to step in. He had turned the tables and won by TKO in spectacular fashion. Not only did he survive a near knockout, but he came back to dominate, making an instant and unforgettable impact on the division. That night, Gaethje earned both Fight of the Night and Performance of the Night bonuses, a rare feat that spoke volumes about the war he had just waged. The UFC brass recognized his debut as something truly extraordinary, a fight that would be replayed for years to come. That night set the tone for Gaethje's entire career, action-packed, dramatic, and filled with unforgettable moments that left fans and fighters alike in awe. Gaethje's arrival was more than just a win. It was a warning shot to the entire lightweight division that a new force had arrived. He was here to deliver chaos, to bring violence and excitement every time he stepped into the cage, and since that night, he's never stopped. After his debut, Gaethje dove straight into the shark tank of the lightweight division. He faced legends and champions: Eddie Alvarez, Dustin Poirier, Khabib Nurmagomedov, Charles Oliveira, Tony Ferguson, and Donald Cerrone. These weren't just fights, They were brutal wars that tested his limits. Even in defeat, his reputation only grew. Fans respected his willingness to risk everything. Gaethje's style wasn't just effective against lower-tier fighters. He brought chaos to the sport's elite. He's fought for interim, undisputed, and BMF titles, always in the division's biggest moments. His journey through this gauntlet has solidified him as one of the best lightweights of his era. Win or lose, he leaves everything in the cage. That's why fans and fighters alike revere him. Gaethje's legacy is built on facing and surviving the toughest competition. In MMA, the highest respect comes from fellow fighters. Gaethje is often called your favorite fighter's favorite fighter. His peers admire his courage, relentless style, and willingness to walk through fire. Fighters know the pain of a 4-ounce glove, and they see Gaethje's approach as pure and fearless. Analysts and commentators are left in awe, often struggling to describe the mayhem he creates. He's improved technically, but his heart and will remain his trademarks. When Gaethje is on a card, the MMA world knows it's must-see TV. Opponent doesn't matter. Drama and violence are guaranteed. This reputation isn't manufactured. It's earned through years of unforgettable fights. Gaethje is the fighter everyone wants to watch, and the one every fighter respects. He's the standard for what it means to be a warrior in MMA. Gaethje's greatness goes beyond physical skills. It's rooted in his mindset. His approach to fighting is as much mental as it is physical, and that's what truly sets him apart from so many others in the sport. He fights intuitively, relying on years of preparation to react in the moment. Every move is a product of countless hours spent drilling, visualizing, and sharpening his instincts until they become second nature. Losses don't break him, they fuel his evolution. Each setback is a lesson, a chance to grow stronger and smarter, rather than a reason to doubt himself. After early setbacks, he made key adjustments and came back stronger. He's constantly analyzing his performances, searching for ways to improve, and never settling for less than his best. He's open about his mistakes, using them as lessons to sharpen his focus. This honesty with himself and his team is what allows him to keep evolving, always striving for perfection. Gaethje talks about accessing his primal place, a mental state where instinct and aggression take over. In that zone, he's able to unleash his full potential, fighting with both intelligence and raw emotion. For his next fight, he's reminding himself of the danger, using it to trigger that primal edge. He doesn't shy away from fear. Instead, he embraces it, letting it sharpen his senses and fuel his drive. This self-awareness sets him apart. He's not just a brawler, but a thinking warrior. He studies his opponents, visualizes scenarios, and prepares his mind for every possible outcome. He knows his mind is his greatest weapon. Mental strength, focus, and resilience are what give him the edge when the fight gets tough. By preparing mentally, he ensures he's the most dangerous version of himself. He visualizes victory, rehearses adversity, and enters the cage with unshakable confidence. Gaethje's psychological approach is what keeps him at the sport's highest level. It's not just about physical dominance, but about mastering the mind under pressure. He's a master of channeling fear and pain into performance. Every challenge becomes fuel, every hardship a stepping stone to greatness. That's why he's always a threat, no matter the opponent. His mental game is relentless, and his will to win is unmatched. His mind is as sharp as his fists, making him a true warrior in every sense of the word. In 2024, Gaethje faced Max Holloway for the BMF belt at UFC 300. The fight was a dream matchup, power versus volume, legend versus legend. For nearly 5 rounds, they delivered a striking masterclass. As the final seconds ticked away, Holloway pointed to the center, an invitation to brawl. Gaethje accepted, and they traded bombs until, with 1 second left, Holloway landed a perfect right hand. Gaethje was knocked out cold for the first time in 6 years. The loss was devastating, but the moment became UFC legend. Gaethje honored the BMF spirit, going out on his shield. He later admitted he underestimated the danger, but used the heartbreak as fuel. The defeat didn't break him. It sharpened his focus for the next chapter. That fight is now part of his legacy. Courage, drama, and unforgettable action. Gaethje's story is one of resilience, even in heartbreak. January 24, 2026. UFC 324 is the talk of the MMA world, the main event. Justin Gaethje's return after the Holloway War. The stakes are massive: legacy, a title shot, and perhaps the final run of his career. With the co-main event cancelled, all eyes are on Gaethje. At 37, he's openly said another knockout could mean retirement. Every moment tonight could define his legacy. The winner is expected to face lightweight champ Ilia Topuria next. For Gaethje, it's a last shot at the undisputed title. He faces a young, undefeated opponent in a classic veteran versus prospect showdown. Everything is on the line in Las Vegas. Across from Gaethje stands Paddy the Baddy Pimblett, Liverpool's rising star. Undefeated in the UFC, Pimblett brings charisma, grappling, and a 7-fight win streak. He's aiming to become Liverpool's first UFC champion. The matchup is a clash of styles: Pimblett's submissions versus Gaethje's striking. Will Pimblett get it to the ground, or will he have to stand with Gaethje? Both men made weight, and the respect is mutual. Pimblett calls Gaethje your favorite fighter's favorite fighter. For Gaethje, it's a chance to prove the old guard still rules. For Pimblett, it's a shot at stardom and interim gold. It's a legacy fight, veteran lion versus young wolf. Tonight, only one will emerge victorious. As Gaethje walks to the Octagon, his legacy is already secure. He's more than wins and losses. He's courage, entertainment, and relentless pursuit of greatness. Gaethje's story is about resilience, rising after every setback, learning, and returning stronger. He's shown true strength by facing his vulnerabilities and speaking openly about his journey. In an era of safe fighters, Gaethje is the antidote. He fights for the finish, for the fans, for the spectacle. His bonus streak may never be matched, a testament to his commitment to excitement. Gaethje's legacy is about heart, will, and testing himself against the best. He's the highlight because he embodies the sport's most thrilling aspects. He's your favorite fighter's favorite fighter, respected by all. His legacy isn't just in the record books, it's in the unforgettable moments he's given us. Justin Gaethje, a legacy forged in fire, inspiring generations to come.